First and foremost, I'd like to give all acknowledgement, honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakha Hakudash, who giveth us forth his servant strength and power to move mountains, and who will deliver us, Lord willing, from the hour of temptation. A double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us his truth. And shalom unto you, hopeful, sincere, elect members, and 1/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians that truly believe that Yahweh is, and that he exists, and that Yahweh Shai is the deliverer and will deliver you. Hey, shalom unto you. I'm the brother Ibadia from the Los Angeles GMS camp, and we're currently teaching in the San Fernando Valley. The specific location that you could come out at is in Ventura, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto you, hopeful elect members. Everyone that's not of the elite banking families are going to be put in their place as slaves to the New World Order. As sheep, you're going to fall in line with the rest of the sheep. All right? These elites, they're only, the New World Order is only for them. All right? And of course, they're competing for who wants to come out on top in their, their minds to lead the New World Order. But for everybody else, you're getting canceled. All right? So, inspired by the video that the apostle told us to watch, and how the central bank, well, Esau is setting up for the money to fail and everything to go for the interest rate to be negative, and ultimately the smaller banks that have been lending loans, they're eventually, all of that is gonna dry up. All right? And soon everyone will have to go to the source, which is the elite banking families. And this is all a power trip by Esau. All right? At the end of the day, the New World Order is about control, complete control. Man, I just went to the taco shop, the taco trucks lot, and Issachar have cash only. Esau can't control that. All right, so he's gonna cut off all of the little loops that people have created. All right, now let's get the first scripture before I go on, with the lesson. Revelations 12:1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So it is high time to seek Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right? Right now, when you still got strength, where you able to move freely and there's not a checkpoint everywhere. All right? Right now, before the evil days come, before the Lord starts showing you like he's not pleased with our people, and he's going to show them by judgment, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. The elites. All right, because everything goes back. The monetary system goes back ultimately to the central bank. All right. And who are those? The Rothschilds, DuPonts, and etc. All right, the elites. And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, they're going to be in fear because they are crashing a system that they set up, that they had people idolize, to replace it with a whole new system of cashless, with that charagma. All right. And they're going to be in fear because they're not sure their plan is going to work out. And it won't. But they're still going to try to attempt the New World Order. All right. The keepers of the house. House is the root word for economy. So they're going to destroy their economy and build a new one with that R to the F to the I to the D as the monetary system. All right. Now, check it out. This is what I was saying. The monetary system. A monetary system is a system by which a government provides money in a country's economy. Modern monetary system usually consists of national treasury, the mint, and the central banks and commercial banks. So the central banks, which ultimately are the elites, they fund these other banks, these commercial banks, to where people could get loans and so forth. All right. So at the end of the day, the elites, they control the economy. They're the keepers of the house. And them dudes that be on Wall Street that watch the money. All right. But the whole system is rigged because the elites control it. So if they want to go -5 on interest rates to eventually cancel out the smaller banks that lend to people that are actually putting the money into the economy, it's all orchestrated. All right. Now, these are the banking families. If you look it up on Wikipedia, listing of banking families, and these are these Jewish rats, Jewish elite banking families. Banking families are families which have been involved in banking for multiple generations. In the modern era, generally as owner and co-owner of banks. So these families have the wealth of the earth. They run shit. They're the elites. Often named for their families, banking families have been important in the history of banking, especially before the 20th century. So these are some of the figures of that family, key figures of that family. So it says Jacob Fugger of the Fuggers family. Then you got Benvo Altovidi, VT, famous patrons of arts, papal banker, and grandnephew of Pope Innocent. So you got a lot of people that are related some way or form with the Pope religion, with art, And we know about iconoclasm. Iconoclasm. So like, if I'm saying the word right, let me look it up so I don't butcher it. Iconoclasm. See that? The rejection or destruction of religious images. All right, and in Maccabees it tells you that the heathens opened the book of the law and painted themselves, painted the original Hebrews, Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that were ruling in the Dark Ages as themselves, and they destroyed the images. All right, they whitewashed everything. So, see, they're all tied in together. Religion, painter, the art. All right, then you got Berenberg, Glosser family. Then you got the Welser banking family. And then you got the Wallenberg family. All right. So here we go. You got the Barclay, all of these damn devils that are going to be slaves in the kingdom. MVP slaves. All right. But even among them, you got the elites of the elites. All right. You got the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Wallenberg, Wahlberg, DuPont, Lees, Welser, etc. But these elites, they're establishing a new world order for them to have complete control over you people. All right, because they already they control the wealth. Now, when they cut off the little crumbs that these Edomites get, guess what? They're gonna have control of people's bodies and ultimately their minds. All right, and for these people, man, you have no seat with the elites. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, they're going to be in fear. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. So there's going to be a lot of jobs failing. Business closed. No more hiring. No more help wanted signs. All right. The jobs that are going to be open are hard laborers jobs, and they're going to be essential jobs. The scriptures talk about an unwise king destroyeth his people. So with the attempt of these elites for a new world order, a new monetary system, where they have complete control of you, guess what? You people are going to feel it. All right? No job. If you ain't got no job, you ain't got no money, you can't feed your family. All right? And those that look out the windows be darkened. So a lot of these smaller businesses that have been keeping up the economy, these Edomites that thought they were in league with the elites, They gonna look out their big corporations and see that there's no future in America. All right? There's going to be a lot of people that get played when Esau try to establish his new world order. There's going to be a lot of Edomites that thought they were at the elite's table they're going to get whipped in line with everybody else as sheeples. They're going to fall in line. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. We seen when the crisis took place, a lot of business still to this day have boarded up doors, permanent close signs. People packed up shop and just they couldn't afford it no more, couldn't keep business no more. And that's going to be the new norm. All right? The doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. No more jobs. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So people going to wake up to no job. All they're going to hear is a bunch of chattering birds. I've been waking up to hearing them little birds too. You know? But also that's dealing with the alarm clock too. People gonna wake up, have nothing to do. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You hardly hear this new type of music being played in stores, and because guess what? They're so horrible. All right? The music industry right now is not dealing with talent. It is dealing with enchantment and witchcraft. All right? To make people dumb as hell and to make people depressed and druggy. That's the aim for the new music. To make everybody a slut, druggy, and just a low vibration. All right? Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. People are going to give up. All right? Literally lose hope. Because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. People are going to turn into streetwalkers, literally. All right? And then it says, then shall the dust return unto the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushua who gave it. So a lot of people, a lot of death. Vanity of vanity, said the preacher. All is vanity. So the times that are coming when the elites pretty much F everyone over, people are going to realize, like, look, all of this shit I was doing for money come to nothing. They're going to realize they everything, their whole life was vain. All right? Now, let's actually watch a little piece of this, because so he said it will further negative interest rates and the war on cash, right? So it would reduce these companies, these smaller banks that are dishing out loans from helping the people. Man, I seen a loan through TikTok, and guess how many APR that shit was? It was 120 to borrow some money. So that chokehold has already begun.
And allocation of that money would be implemented by the bank.
See, it's all about increased control over and monitoring of the population. And that's what that digital currency through the way of the MOTB is going to do. All right? Have control over the population. Monitor everything.
Werner goes on to imagine how the PR departments of the central bank would spin this, how one could increase their security and safety with this digital money. What if one loses one's direct debit card? No doubt some bright Bank of England spark, or else any of the talking heads in media will then suggest we should adopt the techniques long practiced with our pets, namely implanting microchips under the skin as our money of the future. Whether this spells progress, readers need to decide for themselves.
See? And a lot of these people that monitor money and that are worried about stocks and shit like that, they're going to easily fall over and take that charagma. All right?
So a cashless society, negative interest rates, and central banks being the only banks left on the planet, and
Which is the elites, of course.
microchips implanted under your skin. Using the Go scale or the George Orwell scale, I want to hear what you think. Is this progress, dystopia, or 1984? I'll look forward to reading the comments below.
See, Esau is going to sell the charagma as progress. All of what's happening to the cash with the negative interest rate and how money is about to end up being done away with is all progress to the new world order for the elites. For everybody else, it's not progress. All right? They're looking at the downfall of America and they're worried. All right, but real quick, because what he was pointing out, everyone's going to go directly to the central bank, which gives them more control. So Job 27:16, though he heap up silver. So silver is riches, wealth, right? It represents wealth, riches, as the dust. So Esau, he's a greedy bastard. All right? He wants it all. He can never have enough. But he's heaping up so he can have control. All right? Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, the elect, and the innocent shall divide the silver. The elect. All right? You see all of them hoarding gold and silver over there, just sitting there. They putting it up for the elect at the end of the day. But the point I wanted to go into is this devil is a greedy scum. All right? And the scriptures talk about, because not only does he want all the wealth, he wants more than wealth. He wants complete control. He already got all the wealth in the world. He wants control. So let's get Job 20 Salah. Because the scriptures talk about in the fullness of his sufficiency. See that? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So when he look to establish a new world order, he's going to be in a path of difficulty. Too many problems, and the Lord's going to put a lot of holes in his plans. That's why it says the keepers of the house shall tremble. Because even with all the failures and the monkey wrench that Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to put in his so-called New World Order, he's still going to go for it. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that's dealing with Aimal. That's dealing with our people. Israelite, the toilers, the laborers. Jake's going to finally get their hands upon this devil. It says when he is about to fill his belly. Dealing with the New World Order. Yahweh shall cast his fury of his wrath upon him. So the Lord is going to have him feel like he's about to fulfill his new order. But that's when the Lord's going to get him. Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. This is all metaphorically. For what Esau is doing right now, putting negative interest rates and clogging up the economy so everything could fall back on him, so he could hoard up all the riches and then ultimately say, look here, since y'all want relief, here's the charagma. Welcome to the New World Order. And then, guess what? Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to jack up his plans. All right? Jumping on down. All that Esau has worked hard for. Check it out. The increase of his house, which is the root word for economy, right? Shall depart. So all these plans and him being wealthy and trying to ascend to God level by establishing a new economy with the charagma to where he has supreme control over people's spirit and body, the Lord is going to destroy everything. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man unto from Yahweh Salakia, and his heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh by Shemel Shai. The scriptures talk about a vessel unto honor and a vessel unto dishonor. All right, Esau, the son of perdition, of destruction. All right, that's his lot. Man, that's a crazy portion he's gonna be given. To think he's gonna actually achieve all his heart's desire, and then the Heavenly Father just rain upon his wicked, evil plans and destroy him. But Lord willing was edifying. I try to bring out as much information within a short time, you know. And Lord willing, you know, it made sense and it was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Harakah Kudash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS.